Hey guys, Ryder here, your coffee coach, and I'm joined with Andreas. Thanks for talking to me, Andreas.
Hi guys.
He is the lead designer behind this amazing grinder, dual hopper grinder here. It's the height of innovation. You know me, I love tech, I love innovation. I can't wait to hear all about this and the concept and coming through to production. So yeah, take it away.
Here we go. Well, I'm San Remo from technical department, an electronic engineer, fully involved in the development of this amazing grinder. Before, the starting point to develop this grinder was to basically to preserve the aroma and volatile compounds of the beans. So many baristas like to use a single dose grinder because they know they are able to get the best result in the cup. So, but at the same time, a single dose grinder is not practical to use in a busy cafe, right? So what do we want to do? We try to find a wish list of the performance that barista want to do. And basically, we try to fit all these features inside this grinder. So the innovation is we reverse the approach in the grinding process and the weighting process as well. And we place a load set on the top of the grinder to weight the beans before to be grinded using an empty grinding chamber, right? So these are not normal hoppers. We have an internal dosing screw inside. The weighting system is below this floor, and we have two independent weighting hoppers where we can weight from 5 to 30 grams each. Whenever ready and whenever weight, we drop the coffee inside the grinding chamber. This is on the top. We use 98mm flat burrs in an always empty grinding chamber. So we can set the weight independently according to each hopper, and then we can see here, we can set the weight. Then we can set a different spacing in microns. It's the physical distance over the burrs from espresso to mocha pot, for example, or for fit as well, and changing the grinding speed independently, right? And here you can see, for example, we have an espresso at this spacing, a filter coffee for that, with different grinding speeds. So they are completely independent, giving a very super flexibility to the customer without a very super low contamination over the coffee. Basically, we have also made a study with the University of Zurich, a coffee science center, about the contamination, right? And no difference was noted in the Q-grader panelists over the coffee.
Right.
So that's really amazing. In addition, we have two independent grinders. The third grinder is the bypass. So the bypass is the third access to the grinder. We can use it, the coffee goes straight in the grinding chamber. You can use like a single dose grinder or grind up to 250 grams for your own bag, for example. But also with its own grinding setting, the spacing, the grinding speed, for memory position, and the continuous mode, which allow you to keep the motors running for 5 seconds to give you the time to prepare the coffee with calm and be relaxed. So they are very super independent, giving the maximum flexibility, right? And giving in a single grinder the flexibility of on demand, very quick, and the advantage of the single dose grind in terms of aroma and volatile compounds. Then we play with the speed also. You can use it like a laboratory grinder to play also with the speed. We have an inverter that's capable to manage the speed and keep the grinding speeds always constantly over the stressful condition. Another feature we have here is the predosing. You can see here. The predosing feature, if enabled, independent for each hopper, allow you to pre-weight the beans during the grinding process. So you have to weight only the grinding process and not the dosing plus grinding, improving the workflow in a busy cafe. Then the grinder can manage also up to 12 different recipes. You can upload directly from the home page. Or, for example, you dial in with the grinder, you find the perfect recipe for a brand new cafe. Then you can save it directly from the home page and create your own new recipe. Straight in, very easy to use. And the same function will be available on the Wi-Fi application next year.
Yeah.
So plenty of function, plenty of flexibility with a scientific approach based on the study with the University of Zurich to find out the benefits to the single dose grinder in the aroma volatile compounds and the effect also of the temperature of the ground coffee, because we have an insane very advanced cooling system, the grinder, to avoid to warm up the coffee. Okay, so basically we note only 2 degrees of the increase of temperature of the ground coffee from for cold environment and hot environment. So that's pretty cool.
great.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, because obviously the problem with predoses, like your slingshots, when you've got you're not using this single origin that often. It's ground here, it's sitting here, it's oxidizing. Like when you slice an apple in half, it goes brown. If it's left there for too long, you're actually dosing the beans into there, ready to grind soon. So you're not waiting around,
so the coffee,
but you're not oxidizing your coffee.
Exactly, because the coffee has no time to get the oxidation and to be warmed up by the burrs itself. So it's very quick. So they have no time to stay between the burrs and get oxidized and improving the oxidation of the coffee. So that's a very a real benefit we measure with the university. In the leaflet we have here, you can find a very simple chart that explains the scientific part and the benefit of a single dose grinding and the aroma volatile compounds. This part I'll show you. Every dose is a different compounds in the coffee and their intensity over the time. The blue line is I grind it right now and I use it right now. Intensity level 1. If I wait only 1 minute, the compounds start to decay in terms of intensity. It's the red line. And after 20 minutes, the intensity is dropped down from that for several compounds. That's scientific data we made, and this is the truth.
Wow.
Well, so that's the benefit of the aging of the coffee on a classical full chamber grinder and an empty chamber grinder. And the benefit overall using a single dose grinder.
All in one. I love what San Remo do is they start at the very top of the market. They come into the market with the very best high tech. They push it out to the market, see what the market says, and then they bring in their next range down. So we're looking at quite a bit of money, serious money for this. This would not be a machine for every cafe, but if you are really into your single dosing and offering multiple different single origins simultaneously in a high volume cafe with the accuracy and the variability of the RPMs, then this machine will deliver just that same perfect taste every single time. And even show us the portafilter grinder here, because I love the little cone on top as well.
The cone is it's a single dose grinder, so we don't have any kind of clutch cramper and flap reducer, whatever you want, because we have a retention and we can't have the retention shut shoot. So to manage the static, we find some tricky solution on the grinding chamber. You have to buy the grinder to know that. And then we have this cone, it can be completely removable. Straight in here, lay the portafilter on to contain all the coffee inside. So straight in this way, the cone is already in position. You can stick on top if you don't want to use it, or you can also remove the portafilter holder and the cone for a bag, for example, for your own purposes. And then also we have this manual push button, which allow you to manually dose the coffee or add some coffee, whatever you want. It's sort of a second way to dose the coffee in the grinding chamber. And there as well, the grinding chamber is in the front, very easy to clean up. You don't have to open up all the machines at the end of the day. That's a great benefit for the final user to keep the grinder always very clean.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Andreas. This is the lead designer of the X1 from San Remo. Beautiful, not only beautiful looking machine grinder, but also super high accuracy. Fantastic. You get all of the benefits of, say, your Malkoenigs, vertical blades, flat burrs, the dose by weight, the RPM, variable RPM. It's just got every little aspect in there, plus the ability to use multiple different single origins simultaneously through the 2 hoppers and the front loader there as well. So thank you so much for talking with us, Andreas.
Bye, guys.
I'm Ride, your coffee coach, and as always, enjoy your brew.